Hey everyone, Incoherent here. Welcome back to Subnautica. I've only just learned that you can stand on top of your sea moth if you bring it to the surface of the water. Which, I'm gonna go test real quick. I'm pretty sure the answer is absolutely not. I'm wondering if I can use this to, not get eaten by a Reaper Leviathan? I'm pretty sure he'll just... Wait, no, I don't even need to test this. He'll just eat the sea moth while I'm on top of it. Yeah, no, we're good. I know exactly how that one plays out the second I actually think about it. So I'm gonna park my sea moth over here for what I'm about to do, because no reason to expose it to the dangers that I'm going into. So, what's our plan for today? First of all, I'm dropping beacons next to the Aurora so that I can figure out where I am when I'm in other places on the map just by looking around. Because dropping beacons at either end of the Aurora allows me to sort of triangulate where on the map I am. I'm gonna go super far down here immediately, and hopefully I'll be out of range of the Reaper. Yeah, it looks like the answer is hell no, no I won't. But he's over there right now, which is what I need to see. Toss this out. Yep, we're good. It's fine. I was just leaving a toy for you. Alright, so that's over there now, and we don't ever need to worry about going here again. That's not true. I'm going to continue not using the sea moth. I'm going to get air now so that I don't need to come up when I'm near the Reaper. It looks like they just sort of forgot to texture that bit. Reaper's over there. I saw his tail when I was jumping in and out of the water. There are a lot of Cyclops parts scattered around. I don't know if it's only engine or if it's engine and bridge. But I'm going to hope that by getting really low, I can avoid the Cyclops or avoid the Reaper over here and find the Cyclops fragments. I can't. I can't avoid the Reaper at all. I was fucking lying to myself. Alright, we're good. He left. No, no, he didn't. He's right there. This was a bad play, and I'm not going to continue making it. So is it getting dark, or is it just that murky down there? It's just that murky down there. Oh, actually, it is getting dark. In that case, yeah, we're absolutely not doing this right now. It's not even that I'm afraid of Reapers at night. Like, I obviously am. It's just the sparks coming out of my sea moth sort of spooked me a bit. It's just that if you actually... I'm not scared. I'm just terrified of random scenery objects. So, what it is at night to... Ow. At night, to actually explore around a Reaper Leviathan is really, really difficult, because you can't tell what is and isn't safe without just knowing it off the top of your head. And I don't. I haven't played Subnautica enough to know exactly where is and is not safe. So instead, we'll just continue doing other things that don't involve patrolling Reaper Leviathan territory. Alright, I'm not going to go out any further than this, because I don't feel the reason to, you know, risk the ire of Sammy. But now we actually have beacon locations to mark the front and back end of the Aurora, and that should make it much, much easier for us to travel around and keep our bearings. And despite having come all the way out across the map, we're still nowhere near Life Pod 2. At this point, I've spent so much time, or so much inventory space, rather, getting copper and steel, or titanium, rather, that I kind of don't want to go to that life pod anymore. Because I have a mostly full inventory. I'd rather just get some more copper and head back, and that is precisely what I'll do. Okay, so I think what it is if I do the backspace trick but start to go up when I'm coming out, I'll still hit myself. At some point, I'll do thorough testing on that, but it's not going to be in the middle of the night. Just because it's unpleasant to do anything in the middle of the night in this game. It's legitimately scary. Or at least legitimately unsettling. So, one of my favorite things about Subnautica is that it's actually really, really well designed. A big example of this is just in the early areas. It's not necessarily true in the later biomes, but in all of the early biomes, the more interesting something looks, the more likely it is to be filled with resources. So if you need copper, just go to one of the early biomes and look for big interesting things like this system of caves. In the later biomes, it tends to more be that the entire biome is the big interesting thing you're exploring for resources, as opposed to a specific thing in that biome. And I think that's just a matter of scale. You're able to move much faster in those biomes with the sea moth or whatever you're using at the time than you are with your bare hands, which you're expected to be using in the safe shallows in the kelp forest. But it's just really satisfying and intentionally and intelligently built. I only got like 10 pieces of copper total, but it's way better than the none that I previously had. There's about big white Reaper Leviathan icons marking either end of the Aurora now. That makes it kind of easy to tell what's going on. I actually quite like that. That's charming. That feels like exactly how I would mark that in character. Like, alright, just put a big sea monster face on either end of the Aurora, because that's where you don't go. Oh, fun fact. You know all those old school maps that have sea monsters drawn all over them? That's just how they marked dangerous waters. They were exaggerating. That seems obvious, like what else would it have been, but I'm surprised I didn't know that until a few days ago.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
No. Yes, welcome aboard, but, what are these legs? What are you... Why are these here now? These are awful. And this one just doesn't have support... Wait. My base just doesn't have support shreds anymore. Instead, it's entirely held up by these 4 moonpool legs. Don't get me wrong, I think support shreds are hideous. The less of them I have, the better. Hey, crashfish egg hatched. Which probably means whoever we put in before the crashfish hatched, huh? Oh man, this is... I'm so sorry, this is inhumane. Oh, it's a spadefish egg! Why do spadefish have eggs? I can just pick them up with my bare hands. I was right, though. It's an unimportant egg. That's why there were so many of them. However, that reminds me, if I have 2 spadefish in here, one of you is done being in my aquarium. You're going into the fuel reactor. Sorry. Have I scanned a crashfish before? No, I have not. I hope it says something along the lines of assessment, how did you scan me? This species has developed a defense mechanism based on mutually assured destruction. I'm not sure if a fish can really grasp that idea. I really like the assessment, actually. Just for very different reasons. Assessment, equip stasis rifle, repulsion cannon, or similar technology before approaching shallow caves. So the assessment is that maybe you should bring in-game tech into the early game areas. That's fantastically useless, and I'm sure that's intentional. Okay, so this could just be a trick of distance and depth. It sure feels like I set one of these at the surface of the water and one of them like 20 meters under, right? And same trick as last time, but I'm not very hungry, so I'm doing it with only 2 pots instead. So, we've gone through pretty much all of our stored bioreactor fuel, thanks to our water filtration system and our moon pool, so we need to put new things in. Actually, only one of our bioreactors appears to have done anything. That's kind of weird. I actually really like this garden. Don't get me wrong, it's kind of a shit garden. I'm thinking I'll rearrange it at some point. Have it be like every other plant is a marble melon plant. as opposed to this nastiness. Because I think this is the end state of this garden. Maybe I have an additional plant for these, but, yeah, at some point I'm going to rearrange this, because there's nothing else that grows above ground. I've already been to both islands. This is everything. This is an awful plant. I just needed to single that one out to shit-talk it for a second. It's not even edible like the Chinese potato. Anyway, I'll think about this later. Not going to be doing it now either way. So, I believe we should now be able to make... Do I not have 2 magnetite? I'm thinking that's what it must be. Yeah, okay, so I need to head down and pick up some magnetite in the Jellyshroom caves. That shouldn't take me too long. I could turn my scanner on and use it to help, but, like, it's not actually going to do too much good for me. The scanner takes a decent amount of time to actually pick things up, and I'll probably have found 2 magnetite by then. I think I'll go out of my way and try to get 4 to 6 of it. The Jellyshroom caves never gets old to me. They are absolutely stunning. They are the most gorgeous biome in the game, and there are only like 2 or 3 areas that even come close to it. This is less like physically imposing than those areas, but I think it's aesthetically more interesting. Alright, so that's way more than I could possibly have needed. Where is home? It's where the heart is, of course. So with that done, we're going to get out of the Jellyshroom caves. This might be the last time we come to them in this playthrough. Oh wait, that's not true. There's something I need that I haven't gotten yet, and I should make a point to go find it right now. I'm not really sure what it looks like. Is this it, though? No, that's a mushroom. Logically, I know where it would spawn, though. I need to find a crab snake egg. Is it in here? Nope, that's just a full-on crab snake. Alright, I'm gonna keep checking around inside of mushrooms to see if they're spawning inside of them. Yes, they are. I'm a genius. Also, the crab snakes are in there, too. Look, I'm just trying to steal your children. Don't get so upset about it. It's just a game. Man, that thing murdered the shit out of my seagull for under half. It did not appreciate that. Anyway, we have a crab snake for our aquarium now. I could stop and heal it here, but I can't imagine taking 42% damage on the way back. Honestly, I can't imagine taking 1% damage on the way back. I feel like we're completely safe. So I'll go ahead and heal this once I actually get to the moon bay. The reef backs just get closer and closer to my base with every single episode.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I do really enjoy coming up to see Scooty Puff Jr. docked. That's a great message. So, I have no copper on me, correct? This will confirm whether or not it works. EasyCraft does in fact work with this vehicle upgrade bit. Great. Now, unfortunately, this means that it's going to be the end of one of our little hatches. And I just want both of my boxes to be on the same side. That seems like it'll be easiest to remember. Just top box, bottom box. Oh, right, yes, I should probably fix you. I'm sorry, Seamoth. I didn't mean for this to happen. Oh, that's what... It's making a sound even though it's out of power. That's the issue. Yeah, there we go. Which reminds me I should pick up some new batteries, which reminds me, like, for this, for like the 3rd or 4th episode in a row, I should get better batteries, or rather I should get a battery charger. Alright, Crab Squid, welcome to the tank. I'm sure you'll be great friends with everyone else, just like the Stalker. Only one thing to do with a spadefish egg. Throw it straight in the garbage. And, yeah, I don't need the storage module either. I'm telling you, man, marble melons are super balanced, and they should be in the game in their current state. Honestly, just growing food in general is grossly imbalanced compared to everything else. I don't really have any solutions to how to solve the problem, just that it obviously is one. So I'm above my base standing on the Seamoth. I don't see my mobile vehicle platform anywhere. I do see some serious flaws with how the headlights work when they're shouting into the air, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check and see if both of these are on the surface, head to what is left of my old base. I vaguely remember where it was. And grab my mobile vehicle bay because I really don't want to make a new one. That looks like it's pretty much right on the surface of the water to me. Yeah, I can't reasonably get it much lower than that. And actually, looking all the way down, that looks like it's right on the surface too, so I'm just not going to worry about it. It's just a trick from, the way that they looked uneven in my base was just because I was very far away from them and beneath them. Or at least that's the story I'm sticking with, because I don't feel like going back over and saying hi to Sammy again. I really need to stop pulling up right as I get out of my Seamoth. It's a bad idea. I've clearly demonstrated that it doesn't work. And at this point, I have a massive amount of titanium, so I'm not super interested in picking up random salvage lying around. But I am very interested in picking up any quartz and limestone that I see, because those are resources that I think I'm going to need quite a lot more of as the game goes on. And this is the same cliff that I ended up sequence breaking. Well, not really sequence breaking. This is the same cliff that I went to get diamond very, very early in the game. Which means I should... Yes, I think I can see it sort of glowing at the edge of my distance here. This is my old habitat. In the top left, I can see, I believe, my life pod glowing like the sun. But the mobile vehicle, they should be around here. It isn't. Oh, there it is. Was it here the whole time, or did it just pop in much later than everything else? I think it's the latter. Doesn't really matter. And while we're here, we're going to go ahead and actually finish this up. Oh, was I literally done with everything? I just needed to deconstruct it. I thought there was more left inside. Alright, so with all of this out of the way, let's continue on to Life Pod 12. 250 meters down, sunk to the ocean bed. You may as well say that it's completely safe and on the surface of the water at that point. Unironically, I actually feel much safer down here on the ocean floor than I do at the top of the ocean. Because down here, like, essentially you have a wall at your back either way, but down here it feels like I can very quickly scan around and maintain the direction I'm going. On the surface of the water, I feel clumsy and lost. Also, was that an egg I saw over here? It is. Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Is that this guy? I guess you can get a jelly ray in your aquarium. I know that a lot of the bigger creatures you can't get in your aquarium. I just sort of assumed I couldn't get jelly rays. Turns out I can. I'm actually going to explore this mushroom forest a little bit, see if I can't find... What pieces of the Cyclops do I actually still need, is I guess an important question to answer right about now. I need hull and bridge, and I know that both of those are in this area, so let's go find them. Yeah, that's the Sammy beacon. Sammy's, like, right there. I might have seen him just a little bit through the fog. But also my monitor might have been dirty. And man, if that isn't good horror games, that you literally can't tell silhouettes from real-life smudges. Okay, so I know that you can see a bunch of hull pieces along this wall. Yes, like this one. And I'm not even going to bother getting any more shale, just like for the rest of the game. I think we're done with that. Copper, though, you're never done with copper. I keep thinking I've seen him, but I can't ever tell. I know that neither of the mushroom forests are really safe, and I shouldn't assume that I'm not near reapers. but I don't precisely know where they actually are. Oh, while I'm here, though, as I recall, there's a cuttlefish egg in both mushroom forests. I'm not gonna go find it, though. That seems weird. I love the cuttlefish. I should get him as soon as possible. I want to put out a video where I get all 5 cuttlefish eggs in one video, because I haven't seen, like, a tutorial that covers all 5 in one video anywhere on YouTube. And I figure somebody needs to make it, so it may as well be me. So, unfortunately, our cuttlefish friend will have to wait till another day. But when we do get him, we'll get all 5 of his brothers, so he won't have to be alone. Or all 4 of his brothers, rather. Look, I'm telling you, Cyclops parts are in the mushroom forest. I'm not just driving around aimlessly to fill time. That doesn't look like a Cyclops part to me. Is that engine on its side? No, it's Moonbull. Grumble, grumble. Oh, right, I should probably scan the jelly ray. And the mushroom forest itself. You get back here. Get back here, you big, beautiful bastard. I need to scan you. I also need to scan this tree and get a sample of it. Can you grow the mushroom from the sample? It'll be neat if I can. I also need to scan the tree leech, which is a terrifying statement. Do not like the way these things look. It looks like I cannot get a tree leech fragment. What does this say about the tree leech? Not a whole lot, really. Essentially, they said, it's a leech, what do you want from me? Oh, yes. That's substantially more interesting than the stuff I've been dealing with. There's a wreck right there that I can make out. Well, let's scan the big boys. Yes, hello, sir. Would you like to participate in my survey? How would you say that you've enjoyed the waters of 4546B? Could you please stop sapping me? That really sucks. Oh, hello, Mesmer. No, I'm good. I've already scanned you. I need to find a Mesmer egg at some point, which I've heard is going to be really difficult, but I've never tried to do before, so we'll find out when we get there, I guess. Please stop killing small fish. I need you to be scanned. Thank you. Now, I found a lot of eggs in the past couple of seconds, so I'm going to see if I can't just, luck onto a Mesmer egg right now. I was wondering what the really bright thing I was seeing from a distance was. It's a Mesmer. No, I'm good. I'm good. Please stop. This is just a terrible place to be. Just psychic fish everywhere. I don't feel like I'm growing one of these, even though I've scanned it. Why can't I scan the pygmy bulb? Regardless, I will take a sample of it. I felt like I'd find some eggs at the bottom of this trench. It made sense in my head. Does not appear to be the logic. Wait. Hey, amphil egg.
Detecting volcanic activity and several unusual electromagnetic signatures in the region. Exercise caution when diving deeper.
Do you realize that I have already scanned the giant electric eel PDA? You are so far behind right now. And having the final level oxygen tank is just silly. You essentially no longer need to view it as a resource, just, occasionally bother to get back in your Seamoth. Speaking of, I should go check that nobody's eating it. Because at the point where I'm 300 meters away, I'm just sort of tempting fate for no reason. Okay, I'm going to go back and look for Cyclops fragments for a little bit. I haven't explored the full forest, but I've pretty much given up on it at this point. Those are some pretty big mushrooms, though. That's a little bit silly. Not the biggest mushrooms in the game, even. Oh, hey, another alien vent. I think there's only one scan. I don't think they have separate scans. No, we're good. Hey, Cyclops bridge fragment. I told you they were around here somewhere. So I just need one whole piece to make a Cyclops now. That's not whole. That's definitely fridge, right? Yeah. I don't know what kind of egg this is. I've got no idea what I'm looking at on this one. That's either moonpool or bridge. Don't care either way. What is that big glowy yellow thing? And more importantly, can I scan it? Can I put it in my garden? Looking like a big no. Moonpool fragment, not what I'm looking for. Alright, I'm not going to keep looking for it. I'm just going to head over to the life pod before I completely fill my inventory and head back home when I'm within 400 meters of the goal. I'm considering, like, in the future, do I want to make aquariums dedicated to specific egg types? I'm more concerned with just, like, having all of the eggs in general. But I might make some bigger aquariums, just like a single massive ampule aquarium. Here's another one of those eggs. Don't know what it is, don't care. Oh wait, this might be a mesmer egg. Ow. Since mesmer eggs are supposedly really, really rare, I'm gonna grab a second one. I remember thinking, when I looked at the Wikipedia page forever ago, that mesmer eggs looked vaguely psychedelic. And that is only barely qualifiable as psychedelic, so that might be exactly what it is. Oh, that's a mesmer egg, I'm psyched, because I remember hearing people complain about that on forums. It's possible that's an old patch and they're just more common now. Alright, so we can make a repulsion cannon now. We've got some lore.
Integrating new PDA data. It is your primary data.
Nope, no it's not. I'm going home, I'm done getting hypnotized. So, tiger plants attack you no matter what. They don't give a shit if they're supposed to be domesticated. I cannot put into words how angry I will be if my domesticated mesmers hypnotize me. But seriously though, this game is absolutely stunning sometimes. I can hear a Reaper Leviathan in the distance. Try not to think about that. We're surrounded by He's right there. I don't think you're even going to be able to see him on YouTube compression. He was at max draw distance. I'm pretty sure that was Sammy based on his location. Oh, yeah, while we're heading back, we should just totally play that log we got, huh?
I'm not really a doctor. I know that's what my ID says, but I never have been. Cheated the medical exams. What does a doctor these days need to know about manually resetting bones? When was the last time a top surgeon actually cut someone open? That's what the robots are for. Doctors these days read diagnoses off of computer readouts. For that, I'm perfectly qualified. But what good is it when I'm not connected to the main network? I'm bleeding. I've got glowing green pustules growing on my hands. I run a self-scan and it tells me I've got skin irritation. The only thing I studied in medical school was how to lie convincingly. What the hell do I know about how to treat an alien disease? I think I'm actually going to die down here.
So, one of the things that I really like about Subnautica is, I've mentioned this idea of layers of depth, of them just going a little bit further with ideas than they really needed to. And that's a really good example of it. Like, the fact that this game has a plot or an end game at all is a good example of it, considering how most early access survival games go. And bits of world building like that are just entirely unnecessary, things that didn't need to happen. And It's just there are so many of them that it makes Subnautica so much better than it might have been if they had just had a more bare bones product than they finally put out when they were finished with the game. I feel like this Let's Play is like at least 20% me gushing about how great Subnautica is. Maybe that's more shit talking all my other Let's Plays, and I shouldn't be playing games if I can't gush about them at least 20% of the time, right? Oh hey, is he about to hatch? I mean, I don't have all day. If you're gonna hatch, then hatch. Don't waste my time. And this stuff that I picked up is beginning to decompose, so I need to head out and plant it now. Oh, excellent. The tiger plant's done. I just ate that mushroom. And you cannot put the fungal sample in there, which is really just mean, because you need the fungal sample for the end game. Like, it's one of the things you need for the final item you got to build, and you can't even have it in your garden. It's just mean. So a locker I have it shit off as the personal locker, where I just put stuff that I don't really have a use for. My grab trap, my old flashlight, the Cyclops efficiency module. And now the fungal sample, I guess. I need to go back and check. Was it the bulb bush or the other thing that I ate? Which only raises the question, what is the other thing? Spotted dockleaf. I ate the bulb bush. Okay. Alright, so we've got yet another egg. And the docking bay. Okay, so we mostly got eggs and just progress in the base game. Why am I over here? Oh, right, metal. Does this feel humane to you? There's not a water purifier anywhere, but I mean, I guess I'll just believe that's game immersion, because I mean we opened these and the water level doesn't go down, so whatever. Here, have another creature. I'm sure you guys will be fine. Out of curiosity, since we're joking about being horribly inhumane to begin with, first I need some food. So with my incredibly balanced marble melons done, what I was curious about, up to 4, up to 3. Those are the numbers we had originally. I swear they reproduce over time. This is a thing that exists in the game, or so I've been told. Maybe that's only in alien containments? I could have sworn it was specifically for aquariums. Well, if you can't actually reproduce fish in aquariums, they suddenly make a lot less sense to me. I may have been misleading you in previous episodes, though, because it doesn't look like they're reproducing a whole lot. So, next question. I'm gonna have this on the other side, trying to face it away from any of the spires. This should be close enough to my base that I can use it with EasyCraft, assuming that EasyCraft works on this. Wow, it rises slowly. So, can I just use this? Awesome, we can make the prawn suit. So, yeah, let's do that.
Piloting a prawn suit to feel a sense of limitless power. Prawn operators receive weeks of training to counteract this phenomenon. You will have to make do with self-discipline.
I absolutely love that there is apparently don't go apeshit when you get your mech suit training. These guys are really taking their sweet time. Also, hilariously, I'm gonna need to chase it to the bottom of the ocean as it plummets like a rock. Oh hey, it landed on this. Well, that's the story that we're gonna go with when they ask us what happens.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I like the prawn suit's voice quite a lot. I think I like the sea moth and the Cyclops more. Oh, right, yeah. We can't really dock it right now, so we're just gonna have it stand awkwardly on our base like a gargoyle. Actually, no, literally that. We're gonna have it stand awkwardly on our base like a gargoyle. That's way better. Alright, so now we have the prawn suit to watch over our base. We won't be using this for a while, but it's nice to have it built now, just so we have a better idea of our resources. The main reason we won't use it now is, as you saw, It's kind of really, really slow. And we will fix that eventually. I'm just going to put this into the emergency power section. I may as well. Okay, so I've got absolutely terrible news, at least for me. I'm going to be exploring near these Reapers because I know for a fact that they're near a Cyclops hull fragment. And this video is almost over, so I'd like to get the Cyclops hull at least finished, even if I can't build a Cyclops. And I might be able to build a Cyclops. I'm actually reasonably sure that I can, or at the very least I'm one trip off of being able to. I'm going to scan the backside of this for a while and see if I can't find it over here. When I find out I can't, I'm going to go over to the other side and piss off the Reaper. Like, seriously. I thought I was safe because I was near reef packs in the original game, and it's like, nah, not really. Generally, if you're directly on top of a reef pack, you aren't next to a Reaper, but you can easily be in spitting distance of both of them at the same time. So at this point, I think it's become abundantly clear that to find the Cyclops fragments, I need to go over. Yep, there he is. He's going the other way. I'm sure this is safe. That's engine, not hull. There are actually multiple Reapers pretty much directly on top of me over here, which is why I feel really anxious about doing this. Like, I could easily pick up all these boxes filled with goodies. However, that would cost me a very small amount of time that I don't feel like I have. Oh hey, what's this egg? Gasopod, I think? Just based on the glowy green bits? Yeah, I'm not seeing any hull fragments down here. To be fair though, at this point I'm basically exploring the crash zone as opposed to the specific area I wanted to explore. It's right next to the kelp forest. Oh hey, another time capsule. Sure, we have time for this right now. My final night. That's a little bit of an ominous name. So, I'm going to give that another go, and I'm going to veer to the left instead of the right this time. Which is to say I'm going to veer towards the Reapers, not away from them. Also, this guy might have been biting my sea moth the whole time I was gone. Nah, it looks like that's clear. A 1,000 meters from the bow? That seems super untrue. Maybe I am. That would explain why I didn't find anything. I thought it was way closer than that. Oh, I'm looking for stern. There we go. Yeah, I'm just an idiot. That'd do it. Bow, stern, what's the difference? Moon pool? Wait, is that moon pool? No, that's Cyclops bridge, but that's not what I need. Yep, there he is. He's very angry, as always. Serious anger issues, these Reapers. Or bridge. Yep, I don't know if you can see that with YouTube compression, but there he was. Yeah, I'm underneath one. Nope, that was something else's shadow. That's possibly more horrifying. I swear to God, yeah, that's definitely Reaper tendrils on the left side. I'm right next to one, aren't I? Yeah. Just gonna pretend that's not happening. Well, the battery lasted exactly as long as it needed to. So, confirmed no hull fragments over there. Well, not to be defeated, we'll go check more bits. I could have sworn that hull fragments were able to spawn, like, in this exact area. Maybe I'm just misremembering bridge, or maybe I'm unlucky. Nah, I'm finding engine fragments. It's definitely engine bridge, it's not hull. I'm gonna give it one more shot. I'm gonna go try to find a hull fragment again. over near Sammy the Safety Reaper. So, between the Mushroom Forest and Sammy the Safety Reaper, I should be able to find a Cyclops hull fragment. I've already failed to do that once, but I mean, that doesn't prove anything. Also, we're at low enough health at this point that I'm reasonably... I think Reapers deal like 80% damage to the player. So, I'm definitely going to die in one hit if he catches me outside of my Seamoth. But I mean, that's not super surprising. That's pretty much how you'd expect it to go. But yeah, so there is Sammy the Safety Reaper speaking. Just going to continue down this slope all the way into his territory. So I've already found, like at the beginning of this playthrough, one hull fragment on this slope. I'm going to check through all... Wait. That looks... I think that's Cyclops hull. Hey! There we go.
New blueprint acquired.
Since I'm already over here, I'm going to pop into Bulb Zone real quick and get a new piece of bulb. Because I sort of, you know, ate the last one. Well, this is a pretty massive wreck, so I kind of feel obliged to explore it while I'm here. Oh yeah, this isn't meant to drown you at all. I really hope there's another exit over here, because there's no way in hell I'm finding my way back. For such a massive wreck, this feels more like a death trap unless like it's full of prizes. If you came here first, somehow, it might be good. But I can't imagine a way to pull that off. Well, as impressive as this looked, it seems to be useless to me. I need to start working out how I got in here and how to leave. This is super disorienting. There it is. Thank God. Shit, I got... My light sort of vanished when I hit that wall. Okay, we're good. I got disoriented a bit and was worried I ended up going the wrong way. Okay. So there are things in there that could be useful if it were one of your earlier wrecks, but it is not. Actually, it has scanning fragments outside, too. A little bit weird. Gonna check real quick. Okay, yeah, common bull bush is not the same as pig. Right, I've got what I came here for. Let's get back to base. Oh my god. Our prawn suit gargoyle looks amazing. I absolutely love that.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Is anything in our boxes this time? Oh my god, you can jump over it. I've never tried before. Somehow that didn't come up in my first playthrough. I really wish that the reefbacks hadn't come to play. But nothing I can do about it now. Oh, look at him! He's so tiny! He's actually a snake now, as opposed to, like, big air quotes crab snake. Ampiel is fiddling around. I believe that these are mesmer eggs, I don't really know. And Jelly Ray is not making any progress just yet. I say these. Oh, it's the other one is under the Ampiel egg. That's where it is. It actually kind of looks just like more shell coral. Oh, right, I need to go plant this bulb before it rots. Or I eat it again. But Alright, that's just a good joke. I was going to try to drag it over like you can do with, Wait, actually, can you do that in normal lockers? Yeah, you can drag items from locker to locker. And you can drag... The interface for this game is actually, like, inconsistent in a way that's really bad. I haven't bothered to mention it until just now. But that's kind of, like, bordering on unforgivable. In every other interface in the game, you can drag. I'm shocked that you can't in that one. So someday we'll get a third piece of the bulb bush, and then we'll eat it for laughs, and I'll reveal that I actually got a fourth one off screen. But holy shit, am I mad about that. What a mild inconvenience. Oh hey, I seem to have found a CMOS solar charger in that base that I was talking mad shit about. That's neat, but absolutely useless. Okay, so I'm actually down to only 3 full charge batteries. Sooner rather than later, I need to find a battery charger. But for now, this'll work. We can get by. Unfortunately, it looks like we're not making the Cyclops today. I'm not quite sure what we're coming up short on. It's possible that it's plasteel. That's 30 titanium. It also could be enameled glass. I don't think it's advanced wiring kit. Regardless, I'm going to be calling it here for today. This has been rather coherent. I hope you had a good time. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that other shilly channel growth nonsense. I'll see you around.